Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome to Firebase Z 101. For this episode, I'm showing you how to complete the main quest. Once the power is turned on, go back to the spawn village and talk to Rezanov. After doing so, head to Mission Control and talk to Dr. Peck. After that, head back to the spawn village yet again and talk to Rezanov. Rezanov will give you a key card that allows you to unlock 3 lockers around the map and collect 3 different compounds. The first compound is found in the locker in the equipment storage, the second compound is found in engineering, and the last compound is found in the colonel's office. Take these compounds and bring them to the field hospital and interact with this machine. Fair warning, during this process, a small pack of hellhounds will spawn in. After dealing with the hellhounds, interact with the machine and pick up the finished compound. Take this new concoction and place it on this air conditioner just outside of the OPC sphere. After a short period of time, you will be able to talk to Dr. Peck, and after doing so, he will unlock the memory transference device in the data center. You need to capture 3 specific mimics within these essence devices. In order to use the essence trap correctly, you must get an enemy down to incredibly low health, then place the trap and double tap your interaction button to attempt to trap the enemy. If the enemy has too much health, it will break out of the trap and you will need to get a new one. If the enemy didn't have too much health, you have successfully trapped it. The mimics you need will be found in 3 different locations around the map in a random order. The 3 locations you need to look for this mimic are in the motor pool area, on the 2nd level of the military command control room, and back in the spawn village in Peck's quarters. These mimics are identified by the random loot on the ground that they mimic. Since these mimics are spawned in 1 round at a time, you can only capture 1 of them per round. After each mimic you capture, you need to return the essence trap to the memory transference device. After all 3 mimics are put into the memory transference device, it will give you a floppy disk that you need to bring over to the planning offices. Interact with this computer and it will open up the OPC sphere, and after some cinematic events, you need to talk to Dr. Peck. After doing so, the locker to the left of Dr. Peck's window will unlock and give you an Aether meter. For this step, you will also need the shovel that is found in the scorched defense area within this bunker here. There are 3 Aetherium crystals that you need to collect from around the map. It's important to note that you can do any of these in any order. The first crystal can be found in the open lot in this corner here. After digging up the crystal, dozens of nearly identical crystals will start spawning around the immediate area. If you look closely, each of these crystals will contain black smoke with black particles. You must find the one crystal that does not have these black particles. The correct crystal will only contain white particles and white smoke. If you chose correctly, you should have an additional crystal in your inventory. The second crystal is found in the jungle defense area at the bottom of the middle path. Once you dig up this crystal, a lockdown sequence will begin and you will need to survive an onslaught of hellhounds and manglers. If you're doing this step mid-round, use caution, it can get intense. After successfully surviving the lockdown, pick up the crystal. The final crystal is found just outside of the field hospital in this corner here. This crystal will continuously teleport away from you unless you slow it down with the Ray K's alternate fire mode. In order to successfully capture this crystal, shoot the Ray K's alternate fire mode near this crystal and run up quickly to collect it. Pro tip, if you shoot the Ray K's alternate fire mode just before you dig up this crystal, you will be able to immediately collect it. After collecting all 3 crystals, you will need to place them in the 3 Aether reactors that you originally used to turn on power. After doing so, you will be able to return to the OPC, and after a lot of dialogue, you will need to interact with the computer here within the planning offices. This will bring up a screen that has several yellow dots on it and 1 blue cursor that you should be able to move. Move this blue cursor around to the yellow dots and look for the yellow dot that has a question mark instead of a national flag on the HUD element here. After confirming the alignment, you should be able to return to the OPC, interact with this button, and enjoy a cutscene before the boss fight. The boss fight isn't terribly difficult. Order will shoot hordes of locusts at you, spawn in several hellhounds at a time, and if you get too close to it, it will crush you underneath its arm. The zombies will continue to spawn in waves, which means that if you find yourself overwhelmed by other enemies, don't be afraid to take the time to survive until the wave ends and you have some breathing room. Other than that, just shoot Aura until it dies. Hopefully this guide was useful. If it was, let me know by leaving a like on the video and subscribing for more Firebase Z 101. And as always, stay beautiful.